what is going on, guys? Josh Mundy here, and in this video I want to talk to you about ClickFunnels and how you can create custom forms as well as custom order forms. So the process is going to be somewhat similar, but it all just depends on what you're doing and what your goals are. So right now I am inside of my ClickFunnels account. You can see I'm on the share funnel that I got from the One Funnel Away challenge. If you haven't done the challenge, there will be a link in the description below. I highly recommend it. But anyways, going into it here, so the first page, the first step in my funnel here inside my ClickFunnels account is the squeeze page. Now this is a pretty generic funnel that they shared with me when when you're going through the challenge. So you really need to edit it and make it your own. So when you're creating a custom, every time that I need to make a new funnel, I do just pick a random template because I changed it out. I changed the design. I make it look how I want to look, but they just set up the basic foundation steps. So we're gonna go in here and right now we're gonna talk about how you can be adding custom forms and changing the forms and just whatever it is you're trying to submit. So when we're editing this page, let's go into the editor real quick. So when you're editing the page, there's a lot of different things you can choose, whether it be the name, email, you can do last name first, whatever you want. You could do billing information, shipping information. So right here, you can see this is a name form and then an email address form, and then you submit it right here. So on submit, you have to make sure it says submit the page. So that's the action you have to choose with the buttons when it comes to, so right here, you edit action, but you have to hit the submit order or submit form, right? Because we're submitting the form. So that's what we need to do. So let's say I wanted to erase the whole thing, right? I mean, I can just delete the everything here inside the account. If I just wanted to add a new form, like another spot for them to add in their information. So we're just going to choose a single column all the way across. And then we just need to add new element. Now we're going to choose which element we want to add. Now, like I was saying before, we're going to add a form or we're going to add an input box. So right here, these are all the different options for forms. Now this is how you're doing this inside of ClickFunnels. This is what their editor looks like. So you choose what it is you're doing. So it could be the button. This is what you need to submit the form. This is where you're going to choose what you're inputting, right? So we're going to choose the input there. Right now it just defaults to the email address, but there's a warning says we need to set this form. We need to say what it is. So we're going to hit the settings again, and now we're going to choose what it is. These are all the different forms that we could choose as to what they are. Whether it be the shipping information, like I said, the name, the email address, phone number. It all just depends on what you're doing and what your goals are with that. So I always most common what I do is I use ClickFunnels a lot to promote the MLM that I'm a part of, and really all my goal is to get their name and to get their email address. So those are the two forms that I use this ClickFunnels with. But if you're selling physical products, you obviously need the shipping information as well. So we're just gonna do full name there. So this is saying it is the full name, but now we need to change this to right here to say full name, and that shows what's going to be on the form right there. And then after, anytime we have an input option, we need to make sure we add the button. You cannot forget to add the button when you're creating these forms. So you got to add the button there, and then you just same thing again. You got to tell what it is. You got to set the action on the form. So that's how you're going to set up forms inside of ClickFunnels. It's very easy to do, very simple. It's a few-step process. You just got to tweak it out, change your header, change your subheader, change what the goal is of the squeeze page. Everybody has a different goal, but the ultimate goal is to get the email address so you can start building your list. So that's what we're doing when we're doing forms. So we're going to leave that. I don't need to save. So we're doing the forms, but then when you're doing order forms, that's going to be done. You have to make sure you have a sales page because there's a couple of extra elements that come in when you're on a sales page. So right here, I'm going to go to the sales page of this. Actually, we're going to go right here. So the order form. So the sales page, that just talks all about whatever the product is. So you can see there's another thing called products up here. So you have to go to the order form. That's where you're going to input and create a new order form. So when we edit this page now, the only real difference, when we're creating forms versus order forms, is you just have to designate that this is an order form page because then it gives you more options in the elements. So they have it all set up here. This is kind of the drag and drop template from the One Funnel Away challenge, and you can switch all that out. But just to show you, like if you were to create a new one, like we did before. So let's say we add a new row, and we wanted to create a new order form or a new input box. So we're going to hit add new element, and we can see we have a lot more options here. That's because we're on the order form page. That's why you have to do that. So it could be, an order select, an order bump, the two-step order form, all these things, the credit card information, whether you want the Android and Apple Pay, that's when it comes in when you're creating a custom order form versus a custom form. The only difference is you have to select whether it's a order form page or an upsell page versus like a squeeze page. Because when you're on a squeeze page, they're not going to have these order options because it's not the intent of that page isn't to sell. It's just to collect the email address. That's why you're only allowed to add the forms. So I hope that helps. I hope that makes sense. As you can see, I'm a huge advocate of ClickFunnels. My wife and I, we use ClickFunnels all the time for our business. Like I said, we're in the multi-level marketing space, as well as we run a small agency. We use ClickFunnels to promote the products for our customers as well. So I recommend ClickFunnels. There is a link in the description below where you can start a 14-day trial. That is my affiliate link. So just as a bonus, if you decide to take action today, I want to give you my personal email because I want to help you with ClickFunnels. I want to help you understand it. I want to help you be successful. There's a lot of people out there making money online, and I want you to be a part of it. So click the link below, start a 14-day trial. I really encourage it. And then reach out to me on Facebook. You'll see that in the description. And just letting me know that you signed up through my link. And then I'm going to give you my personal email where you can reach out to me anytime with any questions. If you're stuck on something, if you just want to help strategize, if you want to hop on a Zoom call, I can record my screen, teach everything that I know. Anything that I can do to help you be successful, I want to help you with that. And then I want to do that just for saying thank you for signing up through my link. I am only doing this for the first 50 people that sign up through my link, so make sure you take action today. Sign up for that 14-day trial because it's going to change your business. ClickFunnels dramatically changed my business, changed my life, and I know it can change yours as well. So take action today. Start that 14-day trial. I hope this video helped. If you're a newbie to ClickFunnels on how to create forms and create order forms, and we'll see you in the next one.